Hello and welcome to the second video of Data Structures and Algorithms video series by Out of Syllabus. So in the last video we saw introduction to data structures, and in this particular video we'll be seeing introduction to algorithms. So without much further delay, let's get things started. First and foremost, let's see our topics for today's session. So first we'll have what are algorithms. From the basic, we'll see what are algorithms. Afterwards, we'll see why do you require algorithms. Then how can we write an algorithm? And then properties of algorithms. And finally, we'll have it in comparison with pseudocodes. Okay, so to be basic, very basic in nature, an algorithm is a series of finite steps. Here, I've shown an algorithm of how to make a tea. A tea is something which is familiar to each and every one among us, right? We all drink tea. Maybe it might be our favorite, or sometimes it might be not. Let it be tea, or coffee, or something that we want to prepare. We'll have first the ingredients. First in the list, we'll have ingredients. Then we'll have a set of steps to make that particular dish. And finally, we'll receive an output, or finally, we'll receive a result. So, likewise, this can be termed as an algorithm when you come to technology or something. When you relate it with technology, you can say that it is an algorithm. Algorithm doesn't mean it needs to have a particular programming language. No, it is independent of a programming language. As I said before, it is a set of steps to execute a task efficiently. Algorithms can have no or any input. Either it can have one or more, or zero input as well. But algorithms must produce one output. Why? Because without output, there is no use of writing a code, writing something. So these are different types of algorithms. Some of the types are given here: divide and conquer, brute force, randomized algorithms. There are various algorithms other than these which can be referred. Divide and conquer algorithm works in such a way that the program or the code in consideration, the problem in consideration, is divided into small parts, and then it is merged together. Each part is solved one by one, and then finally it is merged to form the final result. Brute force algorithm means this: here you will use a set of values, a set of random values. A set of random values is used to find the best fit or the perfect fit value. Randomized algorithms does use random values, similar to a brute force algorithm. Brute force algorithms we'll use generally when we have cyber security related problems, cyber security related programs. We use brute force algorithms. So now, why do we need these algorithms? Why should we really use this? First and the foremost thing is analysis. You have two algorithms in place. See, we saw this first example of making a tea. You can make tea by following these steps, or you can make tea by following some other steps. End result should be tea. You can follow any method according to your likings. So you can analyze if there is method 1 and there is method 2. You can analyze both method 1 and method 2. If there are more methods, you can compare. You can compare all these methods and finally end in a conclusion which is the best out of all these methods. So to analyze, algorithms can be used. And then for simplification means a problem which is so complex, a code which is so complex can be brought down to a simple level by using algorithms. Simple to write. Here we've used just plain English language. Plain English language, no, nothing else. Even if it is something related with technology, even if it is something related with programming, you can use simple English language and write algorithms. So these are some of the reasons why we need algorithms. Next is a question: how? How do we write algorithms? Well, that depends upon you. Yes, that really depends upon you. See, here also I've shown two algorithms. Algorithm number one, and this is algorithm number two. Both these algorithms is used to take the sum or print the sum of two numbers. Suppose that the sum two numbers are 1 and 2. Your program should print the result as 3. You can write the algorithm in this manner. That is step 1. You can write as start, and finally it is end. Here I have used begin, and here I have used end. This algorithm, let's look at this first. Read the numbers, add them, print the result. As simple as that. Here I have made it some more clear. Read the numbers and store it in x and y. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. Add them and store it in s, which means s is equal to x plus y, that is equal to 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3. And now print s. So s will be printed, or the value of s will be printed, which is 3. This second algorithm is much more clearer when you read it. So basically, when you write an algorithm, it should not be unambiguous. It should not be ambiguous, that it shouldn't create an ambiguity. It should be unambiguous, that it shouldn't create an ambiguous situation or an ambiguity. It shouldn't confuse people. The algorithm that you write should be really clear. So these are the properties of algorithm. There is no definite way. As I've shown you other examples, there is no particular way. There is no hard and fast rule that you need to follow. It should be clear. It should have a definite number of steps. It is independent of programming language and must specify the input and output. Here you don't know which is the programming language. This you can convert to any programming language of your choice. Java, C, C++, Python, any language of your choice. You can convert this particular algorithm. And now let's look the difference between pseudocode and algorithm. Algorithm is a sequence of well-defined steps. We saw that. Let's see what is pseudocode. In pseudocode, we use more, though this is also independent of the programming language, it has some dependency. You can't say it is fully independent. It has some dependency with the programming language. Here you can use the clauses if clause, if, else, etc. You can use here. There is no specific syntax. Again, there is no specific syntax or hard and fast rule. This means it cannot be executed in a computer. So these are the differences between algorithm and pseudocode. With that, we come to the end of this particular video. If you have any queries or doubts or comments, kindly mention it in the comment section or contact us via the information provided in description. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video.